Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to combine cells in multiple rows into one. So for example, how to turn something like this and basically turn it into something like this where you have it all into one row and it's separated either by spaces or by commas or anything else. And I'm going to show you three ways we can do it, or three ways that this can be done. Let's go ahead with the first one. Now this particular one is using two functions, a concatenate function and a transpose function. So what we're going to do is we just select any cell here. I'm going to type equal and I'm going to type concatenate. I'm going to press tab to complete that. And what the concatenate function does is it combines text together. So you have these text 1 here, comma, text 2, text 3, etc. But within this concatenate function, I'm going to use the transpose function. I'm going to go ahead and tab to complete that. And what the transpose function does is it transposes a list of items or an array from one view to another view. So it will transpose this from a horizontal view into a vertical view. Basically, you take these rows and then transpose it into a one row in multiple columns. So what I'm going to do is it's looking for an array, so I'm just going to go ahead and select from A1 to A18, and I'm going to go ahead and close the parentheses. But what I'm going to do before I press enter is I'm going to select that transpose function, and I'm going to press the F9 key. But unfortunately, I can't use the F9 key here because it's going to mess up with my recording software. So I'm going to use the function here, which is calculate now, which is equivalent to the F9 key. When I click on that or press the F9 key, what it's going to do is it's going to execute that transpose command. And you can see that it's kind of gone off here, so I'm going to go ahead and increase the size of the formula bar window here. And what I need to do is I need to remove that curly bracket. So basically what it's done is it's executed the transpose command and it's brought back the results, item 1, item 2, and I need to go ahead and remove those curly brackets because it's basically looking at it as an array. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those. I've removed those curly brackets. I'm going to go ahead and just put a parentheses there and press enter. You notice now that it's combined everything together. But what if I wanted to have like a space or a comma? What I need to do is incorporate a change in there now. I'm going to go ahead and Control Z to undo it. Concatenate, I'm going to press tab to complete that. And transpose, press tab to complete that. Select the array here. And then before I do anything else, I'm going to put an and sign. I'm press and let's say I want commas. I'm going to go ahead and put commas, but I'm going to put commas inserted within quotation marks. So I'm going to put a quotation mark, comma, quotation mark, and then closing parentheses. I'm going to go ahead and select the transpose here, press F9 or click on the calculate now command in the formulas tab, and it's going to go ahead and insert those commas. See, it's inserted it in there. So I'm going to go ahead and take out the curly brackets here, remove the curly brackets here. Since this is the last item, I don't need that comma there since it's the last item. I'm going to go ahead and delete that comma too. And go ahead and press shift parentheses, press enter. So now you notice it's entered in these items and it's separated out by commas. So what I can do is, you can see that's a formula here. I can just go ahead and Control C to copy, and then I can go into the home tab and click paste special, or I can just click on, I can just right click it and choose paste special and just paste values there. So now instead of, I'll go ahead and press escape. When I click in the cell, all I see are the values. Let me show you another example, and let's say that we have it, instead of having it in rows, we have it in columns. Let me go ahead and go to the columns. So in this example, I will start with equal concatenate, press tab to complete that, and then I will select my range here. And before I press enter, I'm just going to go ahead and select the range here, and then press F9 or go under the tabs and press calculate now, and you notice now that it has calculated out that range and provided back the values here. Remove the curly brackets here, the first one here and then the last one here, and then put in the parentheses, press enter, and now you'll see that I have my combination of items. Now if I also wanted to have the comma in there, what I'm going to do is, let me go back and Control Z to undo that. I'll go ahead and press equal, concatenate, press tab, and then select my items here, and then and then go up into my formula bar, press the and then quote, comma, quote, and then go ahead and select the range and end in quote there. Press the F9 key or press calculate now. You'll see that now it's putting the commas there. I can go ahead and remove the curly brackets, remove the first one here, remove the last one there, and also remove that last comma there. I probably don't need that. Whoops. Get the 18 back and just remove the comma and enter the closing parentheses, press enter. You'll notice that I have my list of items and they're separated by commas. I can do a Control C here and then Control V, paste special, or just select that paste special here. It just pasted the values there. And this is useful if you have something like this list of items and you want to put the list of items into another application that accepts comma separated values. Now, what if our values change? What if we had values here that we kind of edit every once in a while? This really wouldn't work out too well because you're basically copying and pasting the values. So what we can do is I'll show you in my third example how we can address that. Let's go into the concatenate tab here. Here I have my list of items. What I can do is I can use just the concatenate function. The first cell, I'm just going to put equal and reference this cell here. On the next cell is when I would use the concatenate function with the comma. So I'm going to type equal, concatenate, press tab to complete that, select this item, and then comma, and then enter in a comma, so that has to be in quotes. So double quotes, comma, double quotes to close that, another comma, so it's going to go into text 3 here, the next argument. And just select the argument above, and then put in a closing parentheses and press enter. So now you see that it's done it a little bit backwards, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and double click this fill handle to bring it down, and so it's copied it all down here. So you notice that it also started out with 18 because it copied this one and then whatever was above there, and it just added it to there. So now if I had to change something here, so let's say that item 10, I want to change that to item 100. So you notice that 100 shows up here, it's here and here, and it dynamically changed here. So that's very helpful if you want to have comma separated values, but then your source data, your source rows, they may change every once in a while. So you can use this particular method to do that. So let's say if order didn't matter, this would be fine because this is in no particular order. But if order did matter, you'd probably have to sort this row first and then perform the concatenate function as I showed you before. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.